Hey everyone, it's Pastor Joel coming to you with a devotion for this second week in Advent. And my question is, who sees you? Who in your life sees you for who you are? I think if you sit with that question and really consider it, you might realize that there's an image that you project to others. You let others see what you want them to see of you, so they might not see the fullness of who you are. And it's also true that people see in us the things that they want to see sometimes. And so when you put those two together, probably the people around you don't see the fullness of who you are. So do you see yourself for who you are? Well, I think it's also true that there are things about ourselves that we don't always like to admit, even to ourselves. There are places of darkness in all of us. But the good news of Christmas is that the God, the all powerful God who created all things, comes to be one of us and comes to tell us that he sees us. John says, the light comes into the world in order to scatter the darkness. But as you know, if you work out in your garden and you turn over a rock, there are little creepy crawly things there that run from the light, right? And I think that's also true of you and me. We know the darkness about ourselves and are afraid to come into the light sometimes, to be known by others and especially to be known by God. Yet Jesus comes into the world, and John tells us in his gospel in John 1 that he is both grace and truth as he comes into the world. He sees you in truth for who you are, but he also sees you with grace and love and accepts and loves and forgives and makes you whole. So the question in this Advent season is, can you meet God as he comes into this world and receive the love that he offers you? Can you let yourself be seen and known and loved by God? I hope you'll take some time today to sit with that question, maybe journal around that question. And I invite you to come to Foundations on Wednesday night this week, where we can talk about this more in depth. Foundations class, which is offered in person or online at 6:30 this Wednesday. Come and join us. God bless the rest of your week.